You ever just look around you and everything is just
No. Hold on. We have to make a decision right now, right here. Is this gonna be that show, or are we gonna head this way?
I think لازم نهدي شوي. My goal is to blow up and act like I don't know.
So this is it.
This is it. Hopefully. Inshallah, ya Rab.
Welcome to the Can We Take a Moment podcast. My name is Abdullah.
My name is Muhammad.
And today we're just going to talk about what this is. This is episode 1. It's a working title. And we're just going to kind of take a moment to reflect on the decisions we made that brought us here, what to expect in the future, and who this podcast is for. You're a viewer. You're someone who probably values our opinion, maybe doesn't. But either way, we're going to give it to you. So, Baydun, Muhammad, who are you?
Muhammad Baydoun, 23. Just turned 23.
Years old?
Yeah.
Ali.
Yeah. Old but still young at the same time. I feel
MashaAllah.
like once you 23 is still young. No, I say that's still young.
There's a saying in Arabic, أكبر بيوم أو عبسنة.
حلو.
You like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
But live in Dearborn, from Lebanon, Bint Jbel, was born there. Came here when I was 5, 6. Here we are.
Hello.
Introduce yourself, Abdullah.
Oh, thank you. My name's Abdullah. I'm 22 years old. Originally, my family is from Palestine, but there's like a little kerfuffle going on.
Just a little tiny.
A little disagreement
Yeah,
on
little
like
disagreement.
yeah, like whose house is this, whose house is that, and so as a result, I'm here in
At
America.
this point, what houses?
That's cooked. I'm
I
not gonna lie.
swear. I swear.
That's
I'm not even making fun of it. I'm like literally stating facts. Like at this point,
thank you.
inshallah khair.
Inshallah.
Inshallah khair, man.
But yeah, I'm Palestinian. I live in Dearborn. I've been here my whole life. So I was born and raised here. لهجتي لبناني بس أحكي عربي because both my parents were born and raised in Lebanon. Again, there's like that whole
Yeah.
disagreement going on in
A
Palestine.
little bit, yeah.
We have an interesting perspective on life, I think, compared to other people either our age or older than us. And I think to some people it's worth listening to others maybe not. And
To a lot of people, maybe not.
it. I think the goal of this is not to conform to anybody else's perspective
Exactly.
of what a podcast should be, but for us to just have fun with it and just be creative and have an outlet to say what we want to say. And if people want to listen, they want to listen. If not, then what's the age-old saying?
I have a lot of sayings, and I don't know if I should say them.
I don't know. Pick one. What do you want to say to the people who don't want to listen to your opinion?
شفت دايرة؟ This is exactly what I'm talking about. You open this podcast thinking that we're gonna sit here, we're gonna be. I almost not gonna.
What does this say? Oh, it doesn't say anything.
No, it's just
Okay.
You open this expecting we're gonna be all professional, all this, all that.
خيي, spell
At
professional.
times,
Spell professional.
it starts with a P, ends with a H.
Wait, what?
Sometimes we're gonna be
Maybe
down
shit.
to earth,
Sometimes maybe good.
and sometimes we're just gonna be. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Life's
Fuck
about balance.
So we got into it already, but we gotta ask you, what is this podcast? What is this?
It's whatever we want it to be at this point. I mean, for us, the reason the idea came to fruition is because we have a lot to say. And the problem is that we don't know where to start. So I think مبدئيا, to start, we're just gonna kind of take a big picture view as to what we want and who we are as people, our beliefs and that sort of thing, and go from there.
I think so.
What do you expect out of this podcast?
Look, I have some crazy opinions sometimes, and sometimes I have the run of the mill opinion, and sometimes I'm like right in between, and I just want to share that. Now, if you guys care, you guys don't care, you guys, I don't know. I've found sometimes our conversations are entertaining, and this podcast is pretty much to entertain, but to inform at the same time. Like, we're not gonna sit here and be all teachers and whatever. You're not gonna feel like you're in class, but you're gonna feel like you are having a conversation with your friends.
Yeah. And if you don't have friends, maybe ask yourself, why don't I have friends? You know, are you too fat? Are you too skinny?
Just take a moment.
Are you ugly? Are you cute and unapproachable? Are you someone who alienates everyone in your life because you have a problem?
I feel like you're talking from personal experiences.
No, alhamdulillah, I'm the type of person, I get along with everyone.
Alhamdulillah. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
That kind of says what this podcast is. But look, we're gonna
go off the rails a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like, we're gonna be off the rails more than we're on the rails. There's gonna be times where we're not even gonna be.
You know how they say think outside the box? I know. I lost my Amazon package. There's porch pirates in my neighborhood. I don't know where the box is.
That's deep.
Is that if Roddy Ricch?
Yeah.
Never heard that song.
Huh?
The Box?
Oh.
So why'd you say yeah when I asked do you know who Roddy Ricch is?
Well, because I never, man. Anyways.
Look, we got notes here. And the reason we got notes is because Baydun and I cannot stick to a topic for the life of us.
You can't stick to a topic.
We can't stick to a topic.
And
I can't stick to a topic.
Go based of what you say sometimes, and I get.
So you're a follower. You're not shit in life.
I get carried away.
Are you a leader or are you a follower? You got to ask yourself that.
I get carried away.
Are you a leader or are you a follower? Answer my question.
I get carried away.
Answer my question.
Like, I'm a fucking leader in life.
Okay, tell me about it.
Tell you about it?
What is it like to be a leader?
What is it like to be a leader?
No, actually, I don't give a Baydun, I have a question.
Ask me.
What do you hope to achieve?
I don't give a
Okay.
But I got a question to myself. What do I hope to achieve?
هذا he's interviewing himself. تفضل. Tell us. يلا متى أجمع.
Look, I want to just entertain.
Okay.
Right? I want someone to watch this and laugh, but at the same time, after the episode is done, I want the viewer to pretty much take something away from it.
Yeah, like learn something, but
learn something, not necessarily like we're not gonna sit here and teach and do all this and do all that, but take something from it, as in maybe a different perspective on something.
Yeah.
Maybe pretty much find out about something that you could say learn. Maybe learn about something that they pretty much haven't thought about before.
Can you tell us a fun fact?
A fun fact.
Yeah, give me a fun fact.
A fun fact.
Am I putting you on the spot here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me narrow it down. Give me a fun fact about Lebanon.
About Lebanon?
About Bint Jbel.
About Bint Jbel.
Yeah.
Bint Jbel. So many people. It really feels like half of Lebanon is from Bint Jbel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is you have the Bayduns, you have the Bazis, you have the
Sobs.
The Sobs, you have the Birro, you have the Berry, you have the...
Berry is from Bint Jbel?
Yes.
Huh?
You have the Saad. You have... Who else?
Beit Mecca, maybe?
Mecca. You have so many families, so many big families. I think the biggest families come out of Bint Jbel. And Bint Jbel is not big.
So you guys have a condom issue?
Probably. Probably.
So if we airlifted like I don't know, like 10,000 condoms and dropped them in Vintage Bell.
World population goes down by 10% overnight.
Alright, valid. Okay, so your fun fact of the day is that Vintage Bell is where all the big families come from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Hello. Well, here's my fun fact of the day. What goes up must come down. And what goes down must come back up.
What does that mean, Abdullah?
It means we're on the motherfucking come up.
Type shit.
And this podcast, again, is about just taking it wherever we see fit.
I got another fun fact.
Oh, hit me with it.
A Grand Cherokee is too heavy to drive on ice.
Is it no?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Grand Cherokee is just too heavy to drive on ice. Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
I drove a Grand Cherokee on ice,
Okay, then what happened?
and then it broke.
How'd it break?
At one moment you're you're on the road looking at the scenery, and the next moment you're in the scenery looking at the road.
That's good. I like that.
There's gonna be so many stories of just pretty much. There's no other way to say it. Dumb shit we have both done. We have done together. We have done in completely opposite realms of the universe,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna sit here and tell them.
Yeah. I like storytelling. I've always liked storytelling. I think I'm a storyteller.
I think so.
What would you consider yourself?
I don't know. Pretty much a little bit of everything.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
What is the
Still better than master of none.
exactly?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. I like
Yeah.
that saying. I've always liked that saying. To refocus a little bit,
Yeah.
what do you expect out of this podcast?
I think we already said that, Abdullah. Who is this podcast for?
Oh. Who do you expect to watch this podcast, Beidun?
Look, I think anyone, but majority, I feel like the viewers are gonna start with people our age
Mm-hmm.
and people that kind of have something to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look, we're not the most famous people in Dearborn, but we are not the least known about. I think we're pretty well known about.
Between the two of us, I would say that our social circles would probably overlap maybe, I would say 80% of the people our age.
Yeah,
Like specifically our age in Dearborn.
yeah.
So like, what is that, like 20 people?
Now, a lot of people, look, some people like us, some people hate us,
A lot of people hate us.
a lot of people, there's in the, let's not go there. A lot of people know us.
Yeah.
A lot of people know us.
Or no of us.
Know of us, know us. There's a lot of people we can just call. There's a lot of people we call, and
Bro,
then they might
I'll call Donald Trump right now.
call Donald Trump. Call him.
Ugh. I think that this podcast is going to be for anyone that can benefit from a different perspective.
I think so.
I think
I
a lot
think
of
so.
young people, girls and guys alike, are lost. And I love my parents. And Beidun, I'm sure you love your parents. But there's perspectives that they have that just are different than ours. And I think we've reached an age or a point in our lives, not necessarily an age, where I think I'm qualified enough to tell a 16-year-old version of myself what's right and what's wrong.
Do you feel like you're older than your age?
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely. I carry myself, I'm not to toot my own horn or anything, but I carry myself as though I have seen more life than another 22-year-old.
That's the topic I actually wanted to talk about, is that we are 22 and 23,
Mm-hmm.
but we have seen so much and lived through so much to where I feel like the pretty much stigma around an early 20 some year old is just so
Outdated.
not necessarily outdated, but everyone looks at it like, oh, that generation knows nothing.
Mm.
They know nothing.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Who are they to talk?
I got a question for you. How many times have you have you had a near-death experience?
Near-death experience.
I'm talking like, not necessarily ambulance, but like one thing went wrong and you would have been dead.
If the water was deeper. I feel like they need a picture.
Yeah, we'll throw a picture
We'll
up.
throw
like,
a
right
picture.
Here. But like, how many times have you had a brush with death in your 23 years of life?
Should I talk about the biggest one?
I mean, I don't want to get into it because I think these stories are great and I want to save them for another day. But just give me like a general like estimate, like a number.
Like a number? 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times.
Oh, you're
I
talking
don't
like
know.
serious brush with death?
Not to go into full detail. I was on the lower floor of my house while the top floor was getting bombed 5 times.
I genuinely think I've
Have you ever seen a missile coming towards your house?
Alhamdulillah, no.
Okay.
Damn, okay. I had a different idea of what like near death experience was.
I don't think it gets any nearer than
No,
that.
no, I'm not gonna lie. 20 feet. For me, it's like, okay, I gotta change my metric here. I would say like maybe 4, 5 times I've like looked death in the eye.
Yeah.
And now there's a homeless person looking me in the eye. This is episode 1. This is who we are. In the coming weeks, you can expect some guests. You can expect some story times. You can expect some special episodes that I have planned.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of excitement. Stay tuned. Let us know what you think. If you don't like us, khud. If you do like us, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and tell your friends.
Yeah.
Anything else you gotta say?
I think that's pretty much it. I think we can wrap it up.
All right. See you guys in the next episode.
See you guys. Boom, boom.
All right, bet.
Why does it say rim shot?
Because that's what it is. It's called a rim shot. If you want a rim job, that's a different story. Take 1 sucked.
How about take 2?
Take 2 was great. We weren't recording. Anyways, my name is Abdullah.